Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 MVP Open at Maple Hill, third and final round, back nine. It all comes down to this. Big Barry commentary, Jeremy Colling, Paul Ulibarri.
We have to make this the best that we've ever done. Not to put any pressure on you, but this is the final nine of the final round of the season until the finale, of course.
Right. This is regular, well, not even regular season. This is playoffs. It feels like regular season because it's our last stroke play event of the Disc Golf Pro Tour 2022 season. We've seen so many unique champions. It has been a great battle throughout the year. So many miles on the road, so many events played, taking us all around the world. And it comes down to this, 9 holes, and Corey Ellis had that lead kind of wiped away right off the bat. Linus Carlson, Gannon Buhr putting together hot front nines. Thomas Gilbert's also in the mix, but we've got Ricky Wysocki and Paul McBeth in the mix. They're shooting up the leaderboard.
Corey has a little momentum here. Just got a nice birdie on the last hole. He goes straight hyzer, heavy on the hyzer, I feel.
It is hard to get this distance with all hyzer, but Corey has the power. I think that's going to come up nearly 40 feet short, maybe a little bit closer. Linus heading out over the Christmas trees.
I don't think he has that type of power. I think that was just a straight pull there.
Gannon certainly does have the power, but he goes low. This needs to be driven and miss these trees, but he is connected. Certainly within his putting range, but that's going to be on the back edge of 50.
Playing 80.
Yeah, playing really far up the hill. And Thomas, early tree kick off the germ tree. Kicks way right. And this could be trouble.
Big time trouble. I mean, look at this.
Oh, it's even worse than I initially thought. He's
going driver, which tells you that it is. I don't know where that went.
Back in the woods, probably near where Corey's drive is.
Right around there. Looking for just a layup. You gotta be careful though. You get too close to this wall and it gets tricky. Even that putt right there. I mean, you miss
Stressful.
it. Yeah, you miss that putt and you're 50 feet.
And Thomas, he's got a lot of. Oh boy. Driven past, skips, and rolls to a very scary putt, and that's going to be for the 4. Thomas is in some serious danger right now. If he runs that and misses, he could be looking at a big number here on 10.
That's fine.
This could be huge for Corey. If he can make this one. Oh, he did. And he's right back in it, folks. He was down 4. After his double bogey on 5, and with 3 straight birdies, he is only 1 back of Gannon's lead.
Here's the thing. You don't see him show emotion that often, and he knew that was the putt right there, and the reaction was really good.
Thomas, a good effort from distance, but it's going to be a double on 10. That's going to drop him 5 back of the pace. It is not looking good for Thomas unless he can really get things going from here on out. Linus with a good par save. Gannon with a cleanup.
Wow.
Yeah.
These guys are all giants.
Yes, they are.
They're big.
Yeah, like bigness and greatness at disc golf it's not always hand in hand, but it can be.
Because you're 6'6" doesn't mean much.
I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah, you know.
Ricky Wysocki, #1 player in the world. He's a tall human being. He's 6'4".
You're going to need to be pretty tall for hole 11 because it's a par 4, 804 feet, and you need all that distance to make this upshot easier, or you can lay it up into the design fairway, which is leaving yourself about a 300-foot shot.
I think that's kind of what Corey's going for. He's going for distance, but this is kind of in that conservative range right there. That's really good. Yes. Okay, that's probably going to force the forehand turnover, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's so far that
Maybe.
he can manage anything into there, but he did tuck himself on those trees. So it's like a give and take. Do you want a shorter upshot or an easier, longer, that 340? Because this is the same thing. This is going to be,
Oh, wow.
this is going to hit the guy.
Did he get out of the way? That was incredible dodgeball action from our help out there. They're out there spotting all the discs as they land in these rows of trees. It can be very difficult if you're out here in a practice round trying to spot your drives on 11.
I'm not convinced he didn't hit him.
That one heads over inside the trees, and that's actually kind of where the height comes in. If you are tall in these trees, it is certainly helpful if you're trying to throw a over-the-top forehand.
Oh, no, this is early again. Thomas is going to be in trouble on the left-hand side. I haven't seen anybody that far left. So.
That far and that far left. It could be a Spike Heiser over the top. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. You don't really have many options over here. My gosh, he's so far.
Wow. I mean, I guess it could work.
It certainly could.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's in that jump putt kind of run it, half run, half layup range. Force over Anheuser's sidearm, all about hitting that initial gap, and I don't think he hit it.
Yeah, I think it kind of pushed to that left side and maybe kicked even a little farther left.
So Corey is going to force the backhand. It's very tight against his body here. If he can push this down the right side, that looks pretty good.
I like it a lot.
Settle down close, and that's a good look for 4 in a row.
Wow, what a bounce back after that, not that front, I guess, 7.
I mean, the bogeys and the pars can happen in stretches on any part of this course, as can the birdies. And Linus, look at him going forced Anheuser, playing this one incredibly well.
With how good he is from about, that's about as far as I've ever seen him throw a sidearm. But with how good he is at those shots, I'm surprised we don't see it more often off the tee.
Yeah, we don't really see him go off the tee, but like we said in prior rounds, Gannon giving this one a bit of a run. He is really efficient with the harp in hand with those angled approaches, both Heiser, flat, and Anheuser. Thomas is going to give this a bid. He's got that jump putt range. He's going to be off the mark here. And now Corey for 4 in a row. And yeah, he is feeling it now, and he is officially under par. And who would have thought with the par double bogey stretch, or with the bogey on hole 2 and the double bogey on 5, the must get 5, really.
Yeah, he's back to being tied with Gannon for the lead on this card.
And we say the lead on this card because that lead is not necessarily protected anymore. We've got 2 cards ahead. On the 3rd card, Macbeth has actually, at this part of the round, retaken the lead.
Yes.
I didn't say retaken the lead. He's just taken the lead.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever had the lead. But at this point, they know that their score isn't holding up. So we need to get some birdies on this card if we want to see a first-time champion come from our league card. Hole 12, par 4, big tee shot here to try to get up at the top of the hill. If you're left, you're in trouble. If you're short right, you're in trouble. If you can see the basket for your second shot, you've done well. And I fear that Corey is in danger of going pretty far left.
But he might have the distance. Yeah, he kind of got in there.
Yeah, there are some backdoor routes down the road. He might have a look.
And I see people doing this play, and I kind of like it because there is gaps up there. He outdrove.
Wow, he's so right.
Yeah, he outdrove that little fairway right there, but I saw a lot of people look like they kind of shanked it over to the right, and they had pretty good position.
Yeah, I think if you're going to...
Like this one needs to get down.
If you're going to miss the
Yeah, see, right
fairway
there.
with distance, miss it right. If you go far down the hill left, you're in danger of the bogey. And I think that you still have chances for the birdie if you're off the fairway to the right. or I should say off the sweet spot.
Another early release from Thomas.
And I think it's worth mentioning that these tee pads in the slick, rainy conditions that we have right now, they're tough to get good footing.
Yeah, it's hard to get comfortable. I think the Pro Tour did a good job of like getting them in playing condition, especially after the first day. Because remember, this was a 4-round event initially, and we had to cancel the first day because of inclement weather.
Thomas, what does he have? You giving me the eyes like, okay, first off, what on earth? Thomas Gilbert, what a shot. Says inclement weather, and all of a sudden he sounds like he feels like he's a meteorologist.
I don't know. I was just saying what came to mind. Anheuser is a must here. He doesn't clear the hill, but it cut rolls to the middle. Should be a pretty easy upshot.
A pretty good place for his second shot to settle.
I like the commitment on this one. Too much commitment.
Oh, boy.
That's one of those ones where you're waiting for it to hit.
Wow, yeah.
And it just doesn't. Look at this. Almost. Okay. Filter.
Gotta look. That can be a very scary run. You can see that slope behind the pin fading away from the basket.
Is this too high? Not after that little limmers. Yeah, you see a lot of people kind of go in that ditch.
Yep. He's going to have to work hard for the par putt. Oh, wow.
Thomas is on full send alert.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, but to think that that was kind of chain height, maybe a little bit high, but had a chance to go in after that tee shot. That's kind of cool, I guess.
We're going to have a lot of guys with work to do here. It's getting to the part of the round where all putts are now extremely stressful, especially for the guys who are in the hunt.
All 4 players are going to be in that ditch. No one's secured with the par. And like we said, they know that their score is not currently in first place. Thomas, that has been the miss we've seen him have today. A little bit left.
Oh,
Rory
no.
also hitting left, and that's a momentum killer.
Yeah, that's a big time bogey. After getting 4 in a row, he could have kind of given it a softer bid and had an easy par. Back to even for the round. I mean,
it's the second time we've seen him out of position trying to make the hero putt, and it's cost him. That's a second 3-putt of the round.
and Thomas, he's just off the rails
Oh
here.
my gosh. I mean, he missed the putt on 2, but then he got 3, 4, and 5 and was feeling like top of the world, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, it has been a bunch of the not good stuff.
Hole 13's a little crazy. I mean, par 3, 470 straight down the hill, tight little window to hit here. But then after that, there is a pure line. But that is so hard to hit. It's right here where the drone's going. Hit that ditch and kind of anti-skip up to the basket. You see a lot of people park it that way, but I feel like this is a luck hole. You throw and you hit the gap, and if you can get the right tree kick. So let's see if luck is on these guys' side.
And if the conditions were the same for these guys as it was for earlier cards, there was probably a bit of a headwind. The wind direction did shift a bit from rounds 2 and 3, making this shot shape a lot different than we had played in the first 2 rounds.
Did he pair it?
Yeah, this is And that's why I don't know if I can agree with you about the luck shot. That
He
was
just peered it between the first set, then the second smaller set of trees. Easily can hit that shoot left, shoot right.
That was a phenomenal shot
Yeah.
from Gannon.
Get through.
Very important that gets through that first set. If not, Corey's going to be in a tough position to get up and down for the par. And that was looking good out of the hand and just kind of dropped out of the sky.
It did, yeah.
I like the angle. I like the disc selection. Everything about it was fine, and then it just kind of plummeted. Okay. Good shot for Corey. Pretty short routine par putt coming up.
And I'm not saying that Gannon shouldn't be rewarded for that drive, 100%. But I've seen 100 shots look just like that and end up 90 feet on this hole.
And Thomas once again, full send. He's really running it, and that's going to be a par save from 30 up the hill. And once again, a left side miss. And once again, a bogey for Thomas. Just hasn't had it. It's going to drop him down to 6 under.
Corey with a good save there. Gannon is going to be the first player on this card to move to 14 under and needing it. All he has to do is just outside the bullseye. Easy peasy.
And at this point, I believe Macbeth is on the fairway at 14 under on 18, trying to get to 15 under.
Okay.
Hole 14, an important hole to get a very, very awesome birdie for these guys right now, as Macbeth is on the green of 18, very short putt to get to 15. And these guys, I believe Gannon is at 14 right now.
He is. He just got to 14 under.
Okay, so they have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Plenty of birdieable holes, but also this one can end your tournament with a bad tee shot.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about... Oh, that takes a monster jump. Something to be said about being on the course and knowing, okay, I have to birdie. Somebody's in the clubhouse, I have to birdie this hole. It puts a little extra pressure on these guys because they aren't the leaders. Now, who's got what it takes?
This is looking nice for Linus. It's going to be left side of the basket or in. It's going to be left side and gets a good checkup on the road. It's a short putt, 27 feet for the big birdie. I love the height. I love this shot.
So if that's the case and Paul taps in
a shot
for birdie on 18 and 15's the number, Corey has to birdie out for the win, right?
Well, actually, 15 is the number right now in the clubhouse.
Okay, 15.
But Simon, as Thomas's shot, this is looking great too. Get over the wall. Yeah, that's over the wall. Bullseye. What a shot for Thomas. Great way to kind of turn things around and get things going back in the right direction. But Simon Lizotte is also on the course, and he is on Chase card, and he is also now at 15 under.
Okay.
And he is playing 17 right now.
So if Corey birdies out, he gets to 17 under.
And if Gannon birdies out, he wins this tournament because these guys that Simon and Paul are running out, they've ran out of holes. Paul's done. He's at 15.
Well, now Gannon cannot no longer birdie this hole.
No, but he still has 4 birdie opportunities in front of him.
And Linus has a big putt here as well.
And crushes it in the basket.
He's kind of just been nonchalant going through this round, making every single putt in the circle, throwing very consistent shots, a couple bogeys even, and he's just right there.
Well, he had that great start. The 4 birdies after laying up on hole 1.
He does it in a way that it's like a very unassuming.
Yeah, there's nothing really flashy about his game. He just kind of gets the hard
Birdies?
stuff done. He gets the birdies. So basically, we've got a sprint to the finish line,
Yeah.
and we've got 3 players in contention on this card with some good scores happening out on the course. But 15 easily the simplest of the 4 remaining holes. Par 3, 322, a straight line down the middle is the preferred route for most players, but there's also some leaky backdoor hyzers if you can fit an anhyzer with a stable disc down the fairway. Just got to get through these trees and got to make your putt and get the 2 here.
There's also some lucky gaps that you can completely miss your line and just filter through. And I think at this point in the tournament, it's going to take pure jobs. But I would say
that's on the lucky side.
I would say
Yep.
that's kind of a little bit lucky. This place is a scrappy course.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter how, it just matters how many. Gotta miss that.
Yeah, that's also not exactly the full
It's not
100%
pure.
line he was looking for, but there is some real holes on that left side if you get down the middle most of the way, and Corey has given himself a birdie opportunity.
Heavy on the hyzer. This is right with Corey pretty much.
Yep, good shot for these 3 players. Gannon's going to look to follow suit.
I think he's going with the flex shot.
Flex down the middle. I think he's trying to go way right.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, a bit of a miss there for Gannon. But he's got to look still.
Oh, he's inside 80. He's got to look.
Wow, he was only 50.
An inch too low. And now Linus is going to get to 15.
And Thomas unable to capitalize.
Big cut putt here for
Yeah.
Corey.
Very, very big putt. Just smooth.
No give up in this guy, is there?
Big putts. I mean,
That's 6
birdies on 14 and 15. Yeah, look at these last 9 holes.
6 birdies in the last 9.
Look at this guy just chipping away birdies.
Yeah.
It's just nothing flashy, folks. But Linus Carlson, right now, he's at 15. And Simon did go on to birdie 17. And he is now at 16 under par, and he is playing hole 18. A little bit off the fairway. Probably not going to be able to go for the birdie. But 16 now looks like the safe number as Simon is working his way up the fairway on 18. Hole 16, I mean, this is not the hole that you're looking to get the birdie on if you need it. This is a bonus birdie all the way through, but it is there. We've seen so many people hit this line. This is a huge moment to do it.
Hyzer flip.
This is looking good. Just get through this back door, and it doesn't connect on a tree.
It's okay. That takes bogey pretty much out. That should be
17
easy.
is a very birdieable hole. If he can get that one, he's going to get that 16 mark.
Look at this. Does he split them?
Oh, right through it.
I feel like that's the pure line is between those two trees because of how left it has to drift.
Look at the commitment through that throw. And you'll just take whatever you can get once you split the line and just rip it through there. But Corey will definitely take the park job for the birdie on 16. Huge shot.
And now he's going to be at 15.
Thomas just inches away from matching a very similar line to Corey's, but instead kicks way right. Now Gannon, can he hit the same line and give himself a look?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's OB. The hard kick left, and he's found early OB on the path. And
that takes him out of it.
It's
unbelievable.
Oh, no. That stayed safe. Okay, but I was going to say he would have to.
Oh, that would be. He would have to eagle 18.
Yeah.
Or 17.
Look at this little tree direction for Thomas. That was nice.
Thomas is having a crazy round.
Yeah.
As Thomas typically does.
He's an entertaining player to watch. Linus, no reason to not give this full send a great run.
Look good from our angle. But he doesn't need to 3-putt here. He needs to really birdie 17, which is a fairly easy birdie, in my opinion, for the course. 17 is the one where you're thinking, okay, I got to birdie this one.
17 is the must get, and you want to just hopefully you get the job done in 17, so you have the opportunity on 18. But obviously, you have to do first things first. You got to give yourself the chance by birdieing 17.
Mm-hmm.
But with this birdie, Corey Ellis is going to tie Linus at 15.
Wow, what a battle back for Corey Ellis.
Just absolutely no fight. I mean, no give up. Tons of fight.
I knew a win is great, but it's like we always say in putting and the vlogs and stuff, twice or it's luck. So now I did it twice, not luck.
Hole 17, the hole we were talking about. Right there, middle of the pack difficulty, 3.86, but that doesn't really matter for these guys. They don't care about scoring averages. They care about getting their drive in the fairway and getting the job done. Approach over this hill. Anything you can do to give yourself a look for the 3 so you can have a chance to win this thing on the last hole. Corey up first after the crazy park job on 16. And this drive looks perfect.
When he has to miss, and he did it. Oh, my goodness.
Perfect.
That's walk up and place it there. He can even throw Baby Heiser in there.
I mean, if Gannon could probably jump putt from there.
Oh, no.
Linus. Wow. Oh, my goodness. To get through everything.
That was almost identical as yesterday.
Inches from disaster, and now he's in a spot where just a backhand turnover puts him in position.
Oh, come on, flip. Sit. Hit something. Coming for us. Sit.
That'll work.
Caught the spotter in that perfect spot where he didn't know if he wanted to go
Well,
right.
we'll go left. We'll go right.
Yep, Gannon needs to somehow throw this in.
Yeah, I mean,
and then throw in the next one.
Of course, he knows that the tournament is no longer in his hands, and that's he's already secured for the semifinal bye. But at that point, he's not worried about that now.
No,
he was obviously coming in to try to win the Maple Hill Open, and he's going to be dejected. Rightfully so. Understandably so, I should say.
Yeah. Okay.
That fought pretty well. Going to be a very difficult putt to make from that right side.
Guessing Thomas is going to be running this like he's done all day.
That's not coming up short. No, it came up short.
With the help of a couple branches.
Just didn't catch the hyzer angle that he was hoping it would.
It's the easy ones. It's the fundamentals that you have to have coming down the stretch. I've said it 1,000 times. You have to be able to throw these 200, 250-foot up shots because they really do hold your whole entire tournament together.
Yeah, it's the short ones that you have to execute in the end. You put yourself in position. Those are the shots that make the biggest difference. Can you execute the ones that you have to? Linus
With a
Look at
beautiful
that.
tree branch.
and
Oh
he is
my.
going to be parked. Corey is essentially parked as well, and we are going to have most likely 2 players at 16. And I misspoke, actually. Macbeth is at 14 under par. But Simon is secured in the clubhouse at 16 now, and that is the number that these guys need to get to or pass.
Putt from Gannon. Splits the trees.
Wow. From
right
out of
through there.
position to
Yeah.
birdie that was a very tough putt.
Thomas is going to forget about this back nine.
Well, he probably shouldn't. I mean, honestly, you got to learn from these. It's one of those days where, Corey's got to take care of this one. And he does. That's a nervy little 16-footer. But you can build from being broken down.
Yeah.
And it's important that he learns from it. Linus, 7 under. What a great round he is playing. With 2 bogeys, he's 7 under. 9 birdies on this course. That's some great stuff. But folks, the last hole of the 54-hole tournament is upon us. Hole 18. We know the number is 16.
There's 3 people at 16 under right now. Simon, Linus, and Corey.
It all comes down to this.
Knew it would.
It always does. Corey up first. If this is flippy, this is perfect. Oh, Paul.
It's the best drive ever that's ever been thrown on the hole, maybe. He has 230 feet in, maybe.
160.
Wow.
160 feet in.
All right.
Or 180 or something. 180 feet in, I think.
All right, Linus. Oh, no.
Linus.
You know what? It's okay. Because even from there, you can still throw it into the fairway, get up and down for par, hope for the best. Even though Corey just threw the best shot ever, you never know. Corey could lay up and want to just go to the playoff.
Yeah,
I don't know how you could with that good of a shot.
You
but
can't. You can't place a drive up that far and then not go for it. You don't go for a drive like that to not go for it. That's a going for the win shot. Gannon, also a great shot. One of the best shots we've ever seen. Corey outclassed it by 80.
crazy.
513
feet
uphill.
Nuts.
It's hard to fathom how you could come up with a drive that big in that situation, but Corey Ellis just came up clutch when he essentially lost the tournament after the first couple of holes to dig deep and put this stretch on that he's throwing right now.
Enos going with a sidearm. Don't get in there.
He had no options. He has to go big. He had to put himself in a position where
Oh, yeah, but I mean, now he can't go for the green from there, so now he's got to try to throw it in. Put it in a good spot and then throw it in. That's tough. Because it's honestly a pretty easy hole to take par. That is a tough spot to be in.
Thomas going to try to give the fans something to cheer about, going for the green.
Going hyzer around.
This is looking short.
Yeah.
Disappointing day.
Cannon. He's got a putter. And he's going for it.
And he's got it.
Well, that's good because that kind of gives Corey a nice little angle to go off of. He's going with putter as well.
All right, this is the shot to get on the green.
Gotta be heavy on the hyzer. No chance. Oh. No chance, Drew.
Corey.
He juiced it. He could still make it from the drop zone.
But the
or from
opportunity
where he went out.
He had the destiny controlled in his hand, and now the best he can do is make a 75-foot putt for the par.
Linus has to make this.
Yeah, and you know that goes out of bounds. He was tight to the tree, but he had to do it. He had to try going for it, especially knowing that Corey just threw out of bounds. If he makes that, then he secures his 16 under. Good to see Thomas still hold a smile on his face. He's going to finish with a bogey.
Okay, Corey needs it. Has to make it. Call it 75.
I love it. Oh, no.
1 inch.
And Corey Ellis will be taking a bogey. And that means that right there, folks, is your 2022 MVP Open at Maplewood champion, the local from Shrewsbury, the man who just got married 2 weeks ago. He's going to be your champion.
Unbelievable.
2 over first round.
The season that Simon has had is unbelievable. I mean, to watch what happened with Garrett in his first win.
Yeah.
And then to watch what happened in the playoff. And now to watch what happened on the last hole here. I mean,
It's got to be a bittersweet feeling knowing that two players had a chance to win it on the last hole, especially with Corey's drive. And just to see your peers kind of falter there at the end. But he 8 down, 10 down. Course record 10 under the last round.
18 under in 2 rounds on this course is just bonkers.
Simon Lizotte, your champion.
Your 2022 MVP Open champion, Simon Lizotte!
What a special moment in disc golf history. Simon, number 4. And out of all the victories that you've ever had in the sport of disc golf, where does this victory rank?
It feels so unreal. It makes no sense. At no point this whole weekend I thought I had a chance to win. Great kicks here and there, and the crowd absolutely unbelievable. So, yeah, I've been just in that house, little hut behind us, just shaking for the last 20, 30 minutes. And I got lost for words. I can't believe it. It's crazy, just crazy. Yeah, 100% the team, the staff, the volunteers, best spotters we've had all year. I had 0 backups all weekend, which on this course is absolutely insane. And obviously the Pro Tour has put on a show the entire year. It's so fun competing nowadays.
Well, congratulations and enjoy this victory, Simon.
It's hard to imagine any person having a better year ever than Simon's year in 2022. I mean, he had his son, Emmett. He got married, and he's won 4 Disc Golf Pro Tour events in the same year. And he won the local Disc Golf Pro Tour event dream year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
So happy for him.
we've all, well, not we've all, but it's so hard to win on your home track. It's so hard when the tour comes to wherever you're familiar with to win on your home track. And for Simon, I mean, we've all watched the vlogs. He's there every single day filming something to entertain us. It's just kind of fate that he gets the kicks and he gets the love from Maple Hill, because he really does give Maple Hill a lot of love. And I'm very happy to see him win this tournament. 18 under last 2 rounds.
Wow,
Unbelievable.
special finish. First time since 2020 Idlewild that a player from the Chase card has come back to win. And who better to do it than the man that is easily the crowd favorite, the local favorite, 4-time Disc Golf Pro Tour champion in 2022, Simon Lizotte. And that's it for the Disc Golf Pro Tour season. We've got that's it. We got one big event left.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say, though. I mean, Corey Ellis, man. Talk about fight at the end of that tournament.
So close in that putt.
He fought back. He had a chance to win it on the last hole. He's had a couple chances this year. Tough times create tough champions.
A lot of pressure creates diamonds. We'll see you guys next time.